He just went insane. Watch DNC chair Thomas Perez lose his mind over Trump. Alexander Warren reports the Democrats are still loving to get on top of their soapbox and tell how they are the better party, but the scoreboard begs to differ. Losing all branches of government doesn't make you the better party, Democrats. It makes you the party that the American people don't want. And of course, after the massive defeats that the Democrats suffered in November because they chose the wrong candidate, we should say that the wrong candidate stole the charisma from Bernie Sanders, they knew that they needed to do something to restructure and make their party relevant again. But of course, they're out of touch with the American people from what the American people want, even after firing the entire DNC staff, is what Perez did a few days ago. This couldn't be any more apparent than what the newly elected DNC chair, Tom Perez, said at the rally today. He was giving a speech about rallying against Trump and suddenly lost control and started shouting that President Trump didn't win the election. What more proof do you need that the Democrats are in denial of facts? The Democrats are absolutely in denial about what they lost in the election. This proves it. And if this is insane rant, if it's not enough, unhinged DNC chair Tom Perez, Donald Trump didn't win the election video by Christina Leila, March 31st. Newly elected DNC chair Tom Perez came unhinged today at a rally in Newark, New Jersey. Perez told the crowd that protesters marching after Inauguration Day were proclaiming, "Donald Trump, you don't stand for our values. Donald Trump, you didn't win this election." Actually, Donald Trump did win the election according to the Constitution in an Electoral College landslide. Trump is the President of the United States, and saying that he is does not change that. The Daily Caller also reported. Later in his speech, President Obama's Secretary of Labor added that he doesn't care if people take issue with his speech, just like how Republicans don't give a shit about people. DNC Chair Perez was ranting about the importance of the Women's March on Washington. This was the march funded by George Soros, as we all know, who funds color revolutions, who's the globalist elite, and he wants to take down the U.S. In other words, for the one world government to be put in place, the U.S. has to be brought down. These are from his own words. The words of an American citizen, naturalized, of course. He should be stripped of his American citizenship. So DNC Chair Thomas Perez was ranting about the importance of the Women's March on Washington the day after Inauguration Day and across the world as a form of protest against President Trump. But of course, he forgot to mention that two of the head organizers of the Women's March were Islamic extremists, and one terrorist that killed 2 students in Israel, and the other one was preaching Sharia law openly on her Twitter. So these two people couldn't be any farther from being qualified to speak on women's rights. If the head of the DNC is saying this, one can only imagine the craziness from other members of that party. So this is where Maxine Waters, the ranting, and Nancy Pelosi, a lot of people say that maybe they're suffering from Alzheimer's. Nancy Pelosi is the one that says she can't work with a new president because she can't work with Bush. Well, somebody should tell her that Bush is no longer president, that it's Donald Trump. So Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters have to get we're wondering where they're getting their insane ideas from. This is by the Gateway Pundit on USA Politics Today. He just went insane. Watch DNC chair Thomas Perez lose his mind over Trump. Alexander Warren reports the Democrats are still loving to get on top of their soapbox and tell how they are the better party, but the scoreboard begs to differ. Losing all branches of government doesn't make you the better party, Democrats. It makes you the party that the American people don't want. And of course, after the massive defeats that the Democrats suffered